Come on in, man. Sweet. He's very familiar with the circumstances. He knows what this is all
about. He knows how to do it.
We'll do it live. We'll write it. We'll do it live. There he is. Coach Banda in studio with us. Good to see you, man. It's fresh off the practice field, buddy.
Straight off the field, no shower, Gatorade, and that's about it.
Man, this is fun.
Yeah,
it's fun watching real football. Like when we get these, and they're offensively, they're running through the four quarterbacks, and everyone's out there making plays.
You know it's different this year if after an OTA practice, he's like, I need a shower. If the coaches need to shower after OTA practice, that means we're getting after it.
It is. It's been we definitely gotten after it. The pace has been really, really good. I think it's exactly what Kevin was looking for. It's nice, especially when we get to OTAs, because we don't cover Jimmy from equipment anymore. You know, we can actually cover some dudes.
Well, today you were covering Bravo.
Yeah,
he got a target. He was open on that jerk route.
He dropped it.
He dropped it.
He dropped it.
He
dropped it. So it should have been picked, but Bravo didn't catch it. So we got to give him.
But he got open. We'll give him credit for that.
And Shador picked him to throw, which is
amazing,
awesome.
I feel like a coach lives for that, though. That's a good coach moment.
Yeah,
but you want to
drop it.
Yeah. You
think it came in a little too hot for him, for his liking? Is that what it was, or just
he's got to catch it?
Did he look at the hands?
It's a national.
Like a lot of people do that.
National Football League. You got to catch it.
That was a dime. It was an accurate throw.
That was the move, though. You look at the hands.
What
happened? What happened to that?
I'm sure it'll be on Kevin's tape in the morning.
Yes, I think that's a lot. Yeah, that's team meeting worthy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hey, man, you got to get some young guys up and ready. How is that going in your room?
It's a new room. It's funny, at the beginning of it, I'm over there, beginning of this whole process, the spring. Jim walks by me. He kind of laughs. He's like, you had an easy year, too, back to year one. And it's literally what it's been for me. It's a brand new room. In terms of the majority of the room, we got a couple guys in Rocket and Grant, obviously. So it's just back to square one, back to just the nuts and bolts of it and starting over. It's not like you got a group of guys that have been there and done it, which is good because it's always good to get a reset.
And it's a new room, but it's a room that does have an infusion of some veterans as well. Like Grant, obviously longest tenured here as a Cleveland Brown.
Is he?
Oh yeah, for your room by a wide margin. But you bring in Rayshon Jenkins and DeMonte Casey. What's it been kind of like getting those two guys in the mix? Because I know you got some young guys as well that you like a lot.
Yeah, no, it's been great having those vets come in. I coached Rayshon in college and was familiar with Casey, obviously in the division. And even Nick Needham, another vet that's came in and provided some really good presence for us. So for those guys, it's a new system, a new scheme, and right now for me, it's just making sure that if they say it's like something, that it really is like something the way we do it here. So it's been good, getting those guys. They got the whole playbook in a matter. I think they've only been here since week 3 right now, so they're just kind of keeping their head above water, and I'm getting them a ton of reps. But they've done a good job of trying to take that information, and then once the question's asked on offense, with the play, responding to that. And that's going to take time. I told them they get discouraged sometimes. But look, fellas, by the time you walk out of here, when summer break starts, you have a good understanding of what we're doing. It's your job as a pro over the summer to make sure you're right, so when we hit it, getting back, you're flying.
How is Grant? I mean, it hits you all of a sudden. You're like, gosh, he's the longest tenured safety. You're like, what? How is that possible? I feel like we just drafted him. How is he taking, kind of the elder statesman leadership role?
It's been a point of emphasis for him, for me, for us as a room. Him and I, a lot of talks about that at the end of last season, during the break, and even now. And he's done a great job. Really proud of his attitude, his approach, and how he's really taken the reins. And I've had to tell him, really, we talked about it, and he's done it all. He's done a great job. So proud of him. It's fun to see him grow as a player. I love growing with him, and being along with him. It's been a really fun, enjoyable process.
I almost think sometimes for a guy like Grant Delpit, who was that guy at LSU, it's almost more comfortable to be that guy again.
It is, and I think he really is. He's really good in those spots. I tell him all the time, I'm like, I listen to you talk to the media, and I hear you talk to your teammates. Like, you're really good in that space. You just have great thought processes and good messaging, and you understand and got a great feel for the situation, whatever it is. And you're really good with the mic, and you're really good in front of people in the room. Now let's make sure that overflows across the entire defense, and let's take that to the next level.
Yeah,
empower.
It's it. 100% empower.
Yeah, you're capable now.
Yeah.
you have our permission. Go.
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
run with
exactly.
it.
And he's backed it up with the play the last 2 years. Now it's time to go be that guy.
Ronnie Hickman.
Really just impressed. Another really good offseason coming off. He had a great offseason. Unfortunately, got a little banged up, but had a great offseason last year, and then came back this year, and he's had another really good offseason. His level of intelligence and understanding of what we do is just, I mean, it's up there. He gives me, OG Rodney McLeod vibes in terms of those type of things. He's still, I got to be careful though. He's still in year 3, going into year 3, but just really proud of where he's at, how hard he's worked, and kind of where he's headed. So we got big plans. I've told him, it's your time. Let's go get it.
When you look at the room, just for people kind of trying to conceptualize, we knew before what kind of who was where, like with Rodney and Ronnie and Juan and Rocket were the free safeties, and DeAnthony and Grant were the strong safeties, and Rodney was kind of your dime, big nickel guy. Who kind of lay out the room for us now as you see it?
It's still
not like in any order, but just who you see as the frees, who's the strongs.
It's still I'm still trying to figure out the vets. I'll be honest with you guys. Mm-hmm. Like they've only been. I think this is week 3 for those guys, if I'm not mistaken, because they came.
Yeah, they came in late. They were signed late.
They signed late. So, I do think that coaching Ray, which I've had a lot of time with Ray, I know what he's capable of. He can do both. He can play free. He can play strong. I think he can play dime. He's just got position flex, which is why we really were excited to get him. Nick's been a nickel/corner type guy, so I'm really trying to figure out where he's most comfortable right now. And KZ, shows really well in the 3rd level right now, but the guy's active. He's active around the line of scrimmage, so it's still a kind of a work in progress with those vets and trying to figure it out. I think Dominic, our rookie, is a guy who played a ton at the 3rd level and at Pitt, did a great job. He's got a good feel for that, but he's a big guy. So I think if he can show that he can be strong and powerful around the line of scrimmage, he could also be like Ray, who provides a lot of flex.
Let's talk about somebody who I think has taken big strides, and you and I talked about a little bit the golf outing, but Chris Edmonds.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what now, that dude is having a hell of a spring. You want to talk about a guy that we told him to go and do things in the offseason to come back ready, he is killing it. I mean, the guy is playing lights out. He's 222 pounds, running 21 miles an hour. He is playing really, really fast. He is executing at a high level. He's given a lot of vet vibes right now. So he's been a guy that everyone in the room, whether it's coaching staff or players, has been like, nice, So Chris is doing an excellent job. Our personnel department did a great job identifying him and then bringing him into the building, and he's doing a great job developing right now. Proud of him.
Man, that's awesome to hear. You said something that I wanted to get back to in terms of the big picture of the team, and Z made the mention about needing a shower and then kind of the tone and the pace and all of it. It feels to us that you guys within this coaching staff made a concerted effort with tone change and in terms of approach day to day. The physicality, all of those things. What went into that, and then from your vantage point, how do you communicate that through your room?
It's all Kevin. I mean, from our first moment back, he set the tone with what he wants and was very, very clear with what he wants us to. He set the table in terms of what he wants it to be. It's our job to walk into those rooms and make sure that the guys understand it, and then it's the players' job to go out there and do it. So Kevin from the jumps just done a phenomenal job of just really just laying it out and being very clear with what he wants this team to be, and it's Kevin's vision and Kevin's direction as a head coach, and us as foot soldiers executing that.
How are you balancing, and this is one of the challenges, I think it's one of the, and obviously you have the film for it, but one of the things I think it's great about and talking about that intensity is because we have these 4 quarterbacks, we're getting double reps.
Oh.
Like we're running like 7-on-7 periods where there are 22 reps because it's 11 on one field, or maybe it's 24, 12 on one field, 12 on the other simultaneously. Like it was fun to me to be out there. I was like, play. It's getting everybody's going to get a lot more reps that way. Yeah. So how has that been, and how do you kind of decide I'm going to be here now, I'm going to be there now, and how's that like working out?
It's been great. I feel like college football again. Like I'm used to having 2 groups on one side, and you're just bouncing around. You're coaching like crazy. We got a ton of film. I mean, that's why we like staff right now, and we go later because we got a ton of film and a ton of snaps. For me, it's been just going where I'm needed right now. So for me, it's more just going to a place where those guys need me the most in terms of the coaching part, and then me coaching the other part in the film room once I get in with the guys. So I'm bopping around based off situations, and being where I feel like I'm most needed, and then I'm getting in the film room and coaching the other stuff that I'm not at currently, or on that field, if that makes sense. But I love it. It's been a ton of reps. Been good for we need it in our room, especially having so many new faces.
It's infectious.
It is, and I think
it's not even rookies. We felt like 100 guys out there at rookie minicamp.
Oh yeah,
you had so many guys running through. Like it's infectious. You can see it. There's an energy for all you guys.
It's been the entire spring. It's been really exciting.
Yeah.
It really has.
I'm excited to see training camp because I think it is going to be just a different,
very good vibe.
When Browns fans come out here, I think they're going to see a very different training camp than they've seen recently.
I agree.
Which is going to be exciting.
No, me too. I'm ready.
Man.
I'm excited.
Let's go.
So be good. A couple more days left of work, and then a summer break, and then it'll be around the corner.
I'll be here before we know it for sure. Great to see you, buddy.
As always.
Pleasure seeing you guys.
Great
seeing
you
guys.
With us, Coach Banda.
Y'all
awesome.
enjoy. Jim's got a meeting for me right now.
Yes, he does. Well, we got to go. You got to go.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Always
That's
pleasure.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a fun room.